Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Pirates will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida Atlantic's offense comes onto the field first today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Pirates offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Let's talk for a second about East Carolina. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion, and right now they're in the mix with
turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the ground with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Owls are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. Brown will throw it. Big fella moving. Into the house. Touchdown, ECU.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing it off.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Brown wants to pass. Looking left. He's got it. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Handoff from the gun. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, East Carolina. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to you.
And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
To the air on second down. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. It'll be third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Unloads it left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Rolling, throwing, looking right.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Brown will throw it. That's reeled in. It's Hodge. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. So first down here as they go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Plenty of work to do here on. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Back to pass, it's McMillan. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And they add 6 more to the more of a net trip to the house.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
To the air, it's McMillan. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got it in the middle. It's Collins. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Williams. Knocked down for the tackle. The Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, they were probably... Four-down territory with it 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
Now the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Collins. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Line gets set. 1st down. Back to throw. It's McMillan. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's McGee. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Gets it out fast. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Brown wants to pass. Got his man. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Got some room in to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, ECU.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got it behind the line. It's McGee. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in down the middle. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day.
Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Brown will throw it. It's complete to the right. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. This will likely be the last play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Pirates can really attack on this second and short. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Across the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Punts it out of the air. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third...
Touchdown, East Carolina. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. When quarterback pitches it to him, he takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And they just want to give this guy a chance. The play on 3rd down. Times and not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Shotgun snap on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Collins. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Making side adjustments here. Brown wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play...
It's a seam wide open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Pirates will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 20. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On the move. Find some fresh air. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to the ground game on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback making checks. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. It's high. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this.
Got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Trying to find the end zone. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Brown wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Quick strike through the air for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Brown will throw it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it on the move. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a...
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right?